I'm working on a book on Thomas Hardy's use of illusion in his work. Hardy was fiction writer, poet, and occasionally essayist and dramatist as well. And I started getting really fascinated by the way that he uses illusion when I was producing editions of two of his novels, Desperate Remedies and Trumpet Major. And the received wisdom about Hardy's illusions has always been that, okay, he was a self-taught, self-educated guy. And so when it came to using illusions, he never knew how to do it properly. He used them in a very obvious way. He was showing off his knowledge. So that was kind of the way that I'd always heard Hardy's illusions talked about. And when I started doing the editions, and one of the things you have to do for editions is produce annotations that explain all these illusions, where they come from, and so on. And to do it properly, you actually have to go and read or reread the original works that are being alluded to. And then you start getting a sense of what Hardy is taking from them and how he's tweaking them and twisting them. And I started realizing that this isn't about showing off. And I just became so fascinated with the idea that he was actually being much more tricksy, and he's much more aware of something that I call the politics of illusion. So he's very much aware of who is saying what, who is drawing on what kind of reading, and on how people are receiving that. Are the people who are listening, do they know what that quotation is from? Do they even recognize it's a quotation or an illusion? So he's always terribly well aware of that stuff. Once you start thinking about how people use illusions, how they function in texts, you can't help but start thinking about culture more broadly, and what that means and what it adds up to, and how all of us are very much the products of microenvironments inflected by place and class and reading. And we all draw what I have taken to calling our culture maps in different ways.